Go further. Turn back.
What room is this?
This is where they keep the holy relics of the monastery.
What relics?
Here rests the Hammer of Innos, along with the Shield of Fire. These are the most important relics of Church of Innos, outside the capital of the realm.
Tell me about the shield.
The Shield of Fire was borne by Dominic in the battle on the Southern Isles. But the power of the shield is never to be wielded again. Therefore, we have nailed it to the wall.
Tell me about the hammer.
This is the sacred hammer of Innos. With this hammer, Saint Robar slew the stone sentinel. The Holy Scriptures say that the stone sentinel was invulnerable. He stood in battle like a tower, and the weapons of his enemies were smashed on his skin of stone. With the name of Innos on his lips, Robar hurled himself at the monster and crushed it with one mighty blow of his hammer. Filthy thief, just you wait!
Honestly, I witnessed it myself.
If he doesn't see that, I can't help it.
You listen to the wrong people.
I can't believe that.
That was obvious all along.
I've got my own opinion about that.
It's a bad business.
Innos deals out fair punishment.
I'm no better off myself.
Here's the sacred hammer of the magicians.
I'm truly impressed. You're really serious about this, aren't you? Here's your pay. Fine. If that's how it is, I have another task for you already. Some days ago, several prisoners escaped from the local jail. Those bastards have taken off to the mountains, somewhere in the direction of Zardas's new tower. The name of their leader is Morgahard. I want you to kill him. Go! Hurry before they're gone for good.
Same old thing all over again.
If he doesn't see that, I can't help him.
I couldn't care less.
We listen to the wrong people.
That was quite obvious.
I'm not telling you anything new.
It can't go on like this forever.
Die, you miserable bandit!
is.
All right. So much for you, filthy beast. You better stay away from me if you don't want to land in jail.
Where is Morgahard, your leader?
We split up, so we wouldn't get caught so quickly. No idea where the others are.
Too bad. Then I guess I'll have to get the judge.
Okay. I suppose some of us have made off to the tavern, but you didn't hear that from me, okay?
You haven't come to take us back to jail, have you?
Hey, you!
Forget it. I'm not going back to jail.
You don't say. You don't say.
But so great was the wrath of Beliar that he came across the land and chose the beast. And Beliar...
You haven't come to take us back to jail, have you?
I agree with you completely. What do you want from me?
Where is Morgahard, your leader?
I don't want any trouble.
I've got
You
no
go to
time
the
for things
landowner.
like that.
He wanted to hide himself with the mercenaries, and now leave me alone. Help him.
I couldn't.
Hey,
You hardly know who to believe these days.
And that's the truth.
show me your wares.
Anything new?
Certainly, brother of the ring.
Can't rely on that.
That's all just gossip.
He thinks it's as easy as that.
I agree with you completely.
That's no secret.
That doesn't surprise me.
The things I could tell you.
You listen to the wrong people.
Can't rely on that.
I never knew that.
I couldn't care less.
He never would have thought of that himself.
I've got no time for things like that.
I'd have gone about it differently.
That was no big deal.
I never knew that.
I've got no time for things like that.
You listen to the wrong people.
You don't have to tell me that.
That doesn't surprise me.
Nobody wants to know.
That was obvious all along.
Tell me that isn't true.
You listen to the wrong people.
Been there, done that.
Don't tell me you didn't know that. But no, he insisted he knew better. He never would have thought of that himself.
Hey!
I'm no better off myself.
Patrick is back.
Yeah, man. I had almost given up hope.
You
You...
listen to the wrong
Hey,
people.
do me a favor.
Yes?
Spare us both your speech of thanks.
I wasn't going to thank you at all.
It's a bad
But
business.
I was just going to tell you that you're a damn cheeky devil.
You hardly
Stay
know who to
cool.
believe these days. I'm no better off myself. I never knew that.
Hey, you! You are Morgahard.
How come you know my name?
The judge is looking for you. You fled from his jail. What'd you do? Steal his wallet?
Not his. The governor's. And on his behalf, too. Well, after we attacked the governor, he didn't want to share the booty with us. And had us arrested. We didn't want to wind up on the gallows. So we fled. We thought they'd never catch us that way. That seems to have been a mistake.
The judge ordered me to kill you.
Yeah, sure. That's why you're here, isn't it?
You can't rely on that.
That's all just gossip.
What can we do against the judge?
Nothing at all. He sits up there in the upper end of town like a spider in his web. Untouchable.
I wouldn't say that. We'd only need some proof of his guilt in the matter concerning the governor.
Proof, you say? I have that. But who'd listen to a convicted criminal?
Give me your proof, and I'll see to it that no one will hunt you again.
Are you sure? All right. Here, take this letter. It bears the judge's signature. Even if it doesn't change my guilt, it should be enough to confirm that he was an accomplice in the business. That swine of a... Forget it. I'm not going back to jail. Nothing amazes me anymore.
You should really have known better.
Is it really true? That doesn't surprise me.
You just have to listen.
Yeah, he really said that. He never would have thought of that himself.
No one really wants to hear that.
That's really not my problem. But no, he insisted he knew better.
You tell me.
But no, he insisted he knew better. I'd have gone about it differently.
You can't rely on that.
Do you really believe that? Is it really true? There's nothing you can do about it.
Same old thing all the time.
Well, that's typical, isn't it? These are bad times.
It was just like you said.
There's nothing you can do about it.
I've heard a thing or two.
Been there, done that.
Justice will prevail in the end.
And there's more, believe me.
How's this? We perhaps.
And it's going to get even worse. He had better shut up.
And Beliar spoke to another.
An orc right outside the city. Holy shit.
I've come to collect the bounty for a criminal.
But with it, the trees and animals were also washed away.
I was
and
at your hut
a
in the
deep
Valley of
sadness
Mines.
overcame
So it's still standing.
Adonis.
Did you find it? If you mean your pouch with the lumps of ore. Yes, I have it.
And thus
You're a
spake
fox.
Adonis
You know
to
that.
his
Do
brothers.
you have it with you?
Never again
I'll give you 100
shall
gold
you
coins
walk
for it.
upon my land, for it is sacred. And
Sure.
so shall it
Terrific.
be. But the human and the beast waged war upon the
Why
land
did you
of
leave it there
Adonis,
in the first
and
place?
The wrath of the gods
I had no
was
idea
with them.
that ore was so valuable here in Corinthus. For one measly piece of ore, you couldn't get so much
And
as
the
a place to
humans
sleep back in
slew
the
the
penal
beast
colony,
and
in the harbor
entered
city.
into
They'll
Beliar's
practically
realm.
bash your skull in if they find out you have ore on you. I hope that I'll get it back soon.
But Adonis saw that order and chaos were now unequal, and he bade Enos to take his divine power from the human. And Enos, in his wisdom,
We can only
did
wait
so.
and see.
There's nothing you can do about it.
It was just like you said.
That's all just gossip.
I've got no time for things like that.
I'd have done it differently.
He thinks it's as easy as that.
Will it ever change?
Enos deals out fair play.
have thought of that himself. Don't tell me you didn't know that. Better off myself.
Of course we got him in the end. I've heard a thing or two.
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
I found something to incriminate the judge.
Really? What is it?
He hired a few thugs to mug the governor of Corinus. Shortly afterwards, he had them arrested and pocketed all the gold. I brought you the written order the judge gave those thugs as evidence.
Show me. At last! That should be enough to make him bleed. I'm impressed. I'm willing to shell out quite a bit for that. Here's your reward. And not a word about this to anyone. Got it?
It was just like you said.
Don't tell me you didn't know that. He insisted he knew better.
You have to step in and sort things out.
That was obvious all along. Is it really true?
Surprise me. I don't know why it gets so worked up.
I couldn't care less.
Will it ever change?
Hardly know
That's
what to
all
believe
just
anymore.
gossip.
I've got no time for things like that.
He never would have thought of that himself.
I couldn't care less.
I wouldn't be so sure.
He really should have known better.
He doesn't even know how to hold a sword. I'm no better off myself.
Been there, done that.
Hey!
That swine of a judge. I'll see him swing someday.
Things I could tell.
It's a bad business. It's a bad business.
I'm in enough trouble as it is.
The black-hooded men in the mountains are no longer with us.
You were able to deal with them? Good man. I didn't trust those guys one bit. They were bound to cause a lot of trouble.
Ever change? Don't tell me that.
I hardly know what to...
I want to improve my abilities.
Nobody will learn anything from me. Know that.
You didn't get that from me.
You just have to listen.
I'm no better off myself. It's been known a long time. Don't tell me you didn't know that.
That was no big deal.
I can't believe that.
And there's more, believe me.
I'd have gone about it differently.
No one really wanted to hear that.
There he is.
What are you doing here?
I fled here from Bengar's farm. I didn't want to be butchered by all those creatures coming out of the pass. You can't imagine what sort of things came out of the pass the last few days.
I can. What's it like here?
Here, I only have to put up with the bandits. It's the lesser evil.
The Master.
Hey! Has Pardos come back?
Yes, he's inside, resting. Thanks for everything you...
Never mind.
Wait, I'd love to give you a reward, but I haven't got...
Forget it. The militia are gone, and Balthazar can use your land again.
Why?
Because I said so.
All right, whatever you say. Let him find a place for his beasts somewhere behind the field.
How's the situation?
Malik has disappeared and taken everything and everybody who would work for me with him. He said he was headed for the mountains. He couldn't stand it here anymore. The hordes of monsters pouring out of the pass every day into the high pastures are really getting to me. If at least I had a few helpers or mercenaries. There was even one who was willing to work for me. Changed his mind, though. I think his name was Wolf.
It'll be all right.
Without Malik, nothing gets done around here anymore. If something doesn't happen soon, I'll have to give up my farm. Hopefully he'll come back soon.
You hardly know who to believe these days. He never would have thought of that himself.
That's really not my problem.
You can't rely on
He really said that.
And there's more, believe me.
Yeah, he really said that.
Obvious.
I may have found a job for you on Bengar's farm.
Let's hear it.
The pass to the Valley of Mines comes out directly at Bengar's farm. He's got problems with all the beasts who squeeze through the pass. Someone needs to defend Bengar's farm.
That would be something. Then at least I'd be away from the farm here and wouldn't have to stare at the smithy. Agreed. And since you're one of us, I'll make you a fair price. Just give me 300 gold coins and I'm on my way.
No one really wants to hear that.
That's all just gossip.
Here's your gold.
Good. I'm off then to see those beasts. Let's see who else on this farm I can enlist. See you later.
No one really wants to hear that.
That's really not my problem.
Same old thing, all over again.
Where did you pick that up then?
He really should have known.
That's all just gossip. I can't agree with you completely. That's all just gossip. Nothing you can do with you completely.
That's no secret. Tell me that isn't everything you hear.
He would have thought about himself.
Same old thing all over again.
Sometimes it's all just gossip.
You should really.
You have to step in and sort things out. Of course we got him in the end. I wouldn't be so sure.
Vengar needs you. He wants you to come back to his farm.
I'm not crazy. As long as we have to live defenseless on the farm, I'm not budging an inch from here.
I've hired a mercenary. He will keep an eye on the farm.
That's different, of course. But wait a minute. Who's paying the guy then?
That's my problem.
No chance to say no, eh?
No.
Good. Then I'll go back. I hope the lad's good for something.
There he is.
Hey, you!
I already thought as much.
It's totally obvious.
Will you stay on Bengar's farm now?
Sure. I'll have to see this through now. We'll manage somehow.
I'm not touching that. It'll never change. I'm in enough trouble as it is.
You have to feel sorry for the poor guy.
I found you the mercenary you wanted.
I've never seen anyone like that on my farm. I can only hope it'll work out. Here, take this. I think you'll find it useful.
That's really not my problem.
Got my own opinion about that.
Malik is back.
It's about time. I thought I'd never see him again.
I'm not touching that.
I wouldn't have done
It'll be all right.
Malik is here again, but the situation has hardly changed. Unless a miracle happens, all of us here are gonna get wiped out.
It's a bad business.
You mustn't believe everything you
Hey,
that. He should have known better.
Where did you pick that up then?
everything going well?
Sure. Everything's quiet.
That'll only cause more trouble.
But he knew that all along.
You listen to the wrong people.
I'm in enough trouble as it is.
You really think?
He ran like Beliar himself was after him.
He never would have thought of that himself.
I don't believe this is gonna change.
Nothing's ever gonna change that.
Don't say you didn't know that.
He never would have thought of that himself.
It was just like you said.
Some problems solve themselves.
Don't say you didn't know that.
I agree with you completely.
You didn't get that from me.
Why haven't I heard about this before?
I'm in enough trouble as it is.
Nothing amazes me anymore.
I already thought as much.
Nobody ever asks me.
Of course we got him in the end.
I'd have gone about it differently.
Where did you pick that up then?
You already know what I think.
That was quite obvious.
That's really not my problem.
You have to step in and sort things
Why
out.
haven't I heard about this before?
You have to step in and sort things out.
I really believe that.
I already thought as much.
Why haven't I heard about this before?
But he knew that all along.
I'd have gone about it differently.
Of course we got him in the end.
Some problems solve themselves.
Where did you pick that up then?
Nothing amazes me anymore.
I've heard a thing or two. He ran like Beliar himself was after him.
That himself.
I hardly know what to believe anymore.
Nothing's ever gonna change that.
I've got my own opinion about that.
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
I've heard a thing or two.
Better to watch out.
You mustn't believe everything you hear.
That doesn't surprise me.
He really didn't deserve that.
Some problems solve themselves.
That's the first I've heard of it.
That's really not my problem.
But he knew that all along.
Nobody ever asks me.
Of course we got him in the end.
He never would have thought of that himself.
It was just like you...
You hardly know who to believe these
That's
days.
no secret.
He never would have thought of that himself.
I'm not touching
That
that.
was obvious all along. Never would have thought of that himself. If he doesn't see
I want to improve my abilities.
Don't say you didn't know that.
that's all just gossip. He doesn't even know how to hold
You
a
can't rely
sword.
on
You
that.
have to step in and sort things out. It's quite obvious.
That's been known a long time.
I don't believe this is gonna change.
Only
Is it really true? That's really not my problem.
It was just like you said.
He never would have thought of that himself.
Nobody ever asked for my opinion. You mustn't believe everything you hear.
All that matters is strength.
Interested in some more old coins?
Sure. Do you still have any?
A few.
Thanks. Here's your money. Bring me all you can find.
Pay me my wages.
Where have you been for the last couple of days? You never showed up here. Who knows where you've been hanging out?
Everything all right here on the farm?
I certainly hope so. That's what I'm paying you for, after all. You had better go to Torloff and ask him if he has work for you.
You have to step in and sort things out. It will never change.
I agree with you.
First I've heard of
He
it.
never would have thought of that himself. Do you really believe that?
Man, and here I was thinking they'd really hang me. So you didn't know that.
Well, it worked all right in the end.
You can say that again. You should have seen the face of the soldier when he had to let me out. He was so scared, he almost did it in his pants. Which reminds me, I've got something for you.
What do you mean?
A present.
That's not what I heard.
No idea. You tell me.
What present?
We have heard of the dragons that are said to be in the valley.
They're really there.
All right, I believe you. At any rate, some of the boys have decided to go into the valley as well. They're planning to tidy up in there.
What's that got to do with me?
I've developed a new type of armor, Dragon Hunter's armor. It's sturdier and lighter than traditional armor. Since you're the one who saved me, I want you to have the first piece. It's a gift. I thought you might want to be in on the fun. You're gonna need the right equipment when you go down to that valley. Also, I'm interested in dragon scales. Genuine dragon scales. I shall pay you a good price for them.
How much do I get per scale?
200 gold pieces.
That's really not my problem.
It can't go on like this forever.
What about forging equipment?
What do you need? Believe everything you hear. It was just like you said.
All over again.
He thinks it's as easy as that.
That all along. I've got my own opinion about that.
You hardly know who to believe these. He doesn't even know how to hold a sword.
It's quite obvious. Of course we got him in the end.
I'd feel about it differently. It's a bad business.
He really didn't deserve that. He ran like Beliar himself was after him.
Do you really believe that?
Same old thing all over.
I don't know why he gets so worked up.
You listen to the wrong people. You hardly know who to believe these days.
This is gonna change.
Can I have some more of your stew?
I heard you helped Bennett get out of jail. Good job, kid.
You have to feel sorry for the poor guy.
And that's the truth.
I don't want to hear that anymore. I don't want to hear that anymore.
It was his decision, wasn't it?
Hey! How's it going?
Have I given you permission to address me?
The two of us should have a chat.
Listen, you won. Now leave me alone.
There's Smith!
Got my own opinion about that.
I agree with you completely.
Can't get that
He really said that.
Of course we got him in the end. I've got my
telling you
own
anything
opinion
new.
about that.
I'm not telling you anything new.
I'm telling you that. as it is.
That was always a change.
Has anything significant happened lately?
The land has become quite unsafe. Now no one ventures beyond his own fields. It's been a long time since any of us have been to town.
Show me your wares.
What can I offer you?
Where did you pick that up?
That's been no long time.
Tell me that isn't
That's
true.
all just gossip.
It can't go on like this forever. You have to steady and sort things out.
I couldn't care less.
You hardly know who to believe these days.